Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
How y'all doing? I've had me a chance to come back here to Roundtable Hold, lay down for a little bit, and sort myself. And I believe my mental state is ever so slightly more stable than it was during the last recording session. Boys, that one was rough. That's one you probably should have watched at 2x speed if you don't already do that. Okay, well, while we're here, there's a couple things I wanted to do. First of all, let's see if any of our stuff could be upgraded.
Greetings, are you here for...
I am. How did you know? How did she know? Okay, I've already gotten that as high as I can. I'm not worried about y'all that much. The turret lady, we hardly even tried to use her. I'm going to try this Bloodhound Knight because I've always heard people grumbling about how he's too good, which means he's something you should probably be using. Oh man, we could get our skeletons up another level. They really are a go-to, although Pumpkinhead's been doing a damn good job pulling his weight. Ooh, make my skeleton boys powerful. Okay, well that was fun. This man's gonna forget that I was ever alive. Okay, so we could take our Katana sword up even higher. But don't forget that in a previous episode, I did get another weapon I wanted to use, and it's down here amongst the spears, I believe. Yeah, here it is, the Cross Naginata. The problem is, I need more Sniffing Stones 3 and 4. Oh, I could buy those. I completely forgot that I've got that Bell Baron. I don't know how you kids have been tolerating this. You're like, oh, a lifetime of watching Tenfey videos has built up my tolerance to dilly-dallying and bullshittery. Uncle Tenfey, what do you say, Rasta Ghost? You're using that cool bleed dagger that I used on my personal pan playthrough for a little bit. Okay, I can give you this. And now we can buy as many of the next level of stone as we want. And so remember, for every 12 of these, that's the next rank on a weapon. Although, we already got our Cross Naginata up a little bit, so keep that in mind. Now, we've got souls for days. So there ain't no need to be too stingy spending them. Alright, cool. I mean, we could probably almost gain a level. We could have gained a level, but I'd rather level up my equipment. It's more important than me. My equipment are like my children's, son. I sacrifice I sacrifice my own bolstering to make them better. What say? Are you talking about that great sword? Yeah, praise the wolf. Ain't that something? I am back already, Governor. Up them apples. I don't even know if he has an accent. I just like talking like this. Alright, so we can get you to here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. I don't know where the next bell bearing is, but I don't believe I can get there until I finish the capital. We found all this other shit that I can't really do a lot with. I don't believe I'm strong enough. I'm not yet strong enough to wield these weapons. I can't even wield the damn pickaxe. I'm just a little feller. Have I mentioned it recently? I don't even have enough faith to use that anymore. Times, they are changing. The great sword, we could probably two-hand it if we really needed to. I don't foresee that happening. There's no reason not to keep the Zweihander strong, though. So in Hans and Franz, we got to keep their viewer retention. Do we need to take it to plus 12? No, because we're trying to get our Cross Naginata healthy. Alright, speaking of which, I keep this spear for fun, but we don't really have faith anymore. George Michael has left the chat because we became more arcane than we did faith. So this will be our secondary weapon. Let's see if we want to change its scaling and or Ash of War. So what do you currently have on you? Impaling Thrust, not bad. Now the Occult scaling gives it Arcane. but it does hurt the dex. Now, we have a decent amount, but I think we have 55 of each when we're not using Godric's Rune, which gives us 60 of each. It does increase the blood loss build-up, too. Yeah, let's try it. Plus, it lets us do the Hell's Heart, I stab at the weapon art. So that's always fun. It's always a good thing. Oh, yeah, we can get our shield up higher levels, son. Now that we can buy those good stones. Everything's coming up good stone times. Okay, you're at 14, you're at 16. I'd rather save these. No, because we'll still have 2. And that way when we get 6 of these, we could just take it up a rank. You kids talked me into it. You're like, what's it going to take to get this tan sword plus 17? You look like the kind of fellow likes to bloody high slash. I like a fellow like you, who buys things with his money without thinking about it. I'm over here licking my lips. Do we want to keep... I like the setup we got going. Like, I like this color scheme. Maybe this should be our permanent color scheme. Is that possible in a Tenfey video? If it's not standard issue? Tenfey changing his equipment? Okay. Okay. Alright. Just right. Back into the fray. Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to do down in here. I even put a little marker right there. So, let's do that. What would be the best one to approach from? I guess up here. Loading screens. I'm not going to edit out these loading screens. I will take a sip. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Uncle Tenfey there with his purple monster that he loves so much. But no, I'm actually drinking a sugar-free Red Bull. How responsible. Don't tell the purple monster I'm cheating on her. Don't tell Susie from Deltarune, son. She might push me down on the ground and bully me. Son, me and that reindeer girl are both sweating. Okay. You're like, what about Birdly? Like, what about Birdly? You mean the secret best character in Deltarune? Yeah, I'm familiar with him. Why don't I just put down a beacon? Oh, I'm in combat lens. Oh yeah, these fucking things are awful. When they shuffle around in these woods, they're like a cryptid. I need shaky handy cam footage and some green post stories for somebody to read creepily in a YouTube video. Or even better, one of those robot voices. Be me. Be walking through Atlas Plateau Forest with cool spear. Suddenly hear a noise. My face win.jpg. Luckily, I had a Gale's Flame. I charged and cast it. It did lots of fire damage, but then I got hit out of my attack animation and became very angry at Hidetaka Miyazaki. Gangle monster in the woods, let's not meet up. Like and subscribe for more. Oh no, he dropped gold shit. Neat. Well, they're not that hard to kill when you're over-leveled. And then there's this asshole. What do you think about... Yeah, you were spewing shit at me? What do you think about Dragon Ass Breath? He's like, that's in my block list on E621. I'm like, uncultured swine. Next, you're going to tell me you have rimmed crystal on your block list, son. I can't handle it. Oh. Okay. Son, the fart cloud persisted. Even Miyazaki's Edge can't out-survive the dragon ass cloud. The dragon ass breath cloud. Bad breath. You notice that debuff building up. Is that the death debuff? Do I just die when that fills up? Or to put it another way, if this debuff meter fills up, I'll just die. Ugh. And Chad Chatterson will be watching from the bleachers. Okay. I don't know why I'm not taking better steps to not get killed by it. I found, what's that term that game developers hate? Like the zero-sum best strategy. I realized I'm not even bolstered. I was slaughtering motherfuckers, cryptids in the woods, and I weren't even bolstered. This wasn't even my plan, by the way. We've gotten back to world-class ambling. That's how you can tell I'm in a better mental state than I was last episode. We're just having us a good time. Sharing a few laughs. Okay. Yeah, let's put down a beacon of light. I keep hearing noises like grunts and grunts. It really is turning into a creepypasta. I'm going to get out of these woods. Yo, Spooky Woods, I'm real happy for you, and I'm going to let you finish. But Slender Man's one of the best cryptids of all time. Is he? He's like old hat now. What are the kids into? Siren Head. Even I'm aware enough to know that that shit's old. Is it Five Nights at Freddy's? Is that still the thing? When you kids get up in the middle of the night to take a piss, are you scared that Five Nights at Freddy's might be hiding under your bed or in the closet? Or on your hard drive on your computer in a secret folder? Okay. You hear it too, right? Am I crazy? I guess that's just part of the woods. I haven't noticed this on my personal pan playthrough. That's why it's so unnerving. Of course, when I'm playing by that, I'm usually like listening to something on the other monitor. So maybe that's why. I've cheated myself of rich narrative, rich creamy narrative, son. In the end, you played yourself, Uncle Tenfey. Oh yeah, don't forget we've got glow stick stone. Don't forget we've got boiled shrimps. I threw that there. Oh, look, it sticks to the wall. Talk about tech. Well, all of these mine shafts basically use the same template, so you know there's always going to be caves to fall to. The repeated little dungeons like this is definitely the most Skyrim-esque aspect of this game. Ah, the Atlas Tunnel. Fella could probably cause a lot of damage down here. Let's get bolstered. Okay, so I'm still 60,000 away. Let's see how my flask is doing these days. Damn, I'm always so shocked. I had enough to add 2 charges? My God. I'm glad you kids don't pay attention. You're like, oh, we don't, do we, Uncle Tenfey? You just open up a 3 gig Microsoft Excel spreadsheet called Tenfey Stananks. Okay, I think the high-pitched noise I just heard in real life is the construction going on. God, this is turning into... I didn't mean for this to be a creepypasta. I can already hear the automated text-to-speech YouTube video describing it. All right, let's try the Hell's Heart weapon art. From Hell's Heart! Oh no, little fellers hate when you stab from Hell's Heart. They want you to stab from Heaven's Bowels. Okay, everyone thinks you're super fucking cool with your magic, but can you do this? If you can't, I can't get with a Sorcerer's Hollow man who can't stab from Hell's Heart. Don't at me. Okay, they wanted you to walk in here and get attacked by that little feller, but I made him mad preemptively, making me the victor. What say you? Precious item. I'll be the judge of that. It's not common, but precious. Gollum, or Schmeagol, as some folks knows him. Some folks calls him Gollum. I calls him Schmeagol. Mm-hmm. That Tom Bombadil's just a little feller. I don't know why I picked him. I could have picked any of the hobbits. But then again, you expect them to be identified as just little fellers by Carl Childers. Miyazaki's Edge, you son of a bitch. I was so angered by it. I couldn't even take him down. Okay. That's a perfect opportunity to stab from Hell's Heart. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't expect dung. It's a tree root. You floppy hat idiot. Now remember, my katana sword is more bolstered, so if we're going to be sneaking around backstabbing, Tenchu Stealth Assassins taught me anything. Didn't From make that game? Isn't that what Sekiro was? Was a Tenchu game? Hope, 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 hope. I hoped out of there, boys. I wish a motherfucker would come walking down this hallway and get him a nice fucking face full of dragon ass. Oh, are you sorry? You're too late. All the good dragon ass is gone. You're going to have to go with the Drake tank instead. These people, they test me. Okay, you're going to do that. That's going to go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay, I'm going to show him real magic. You cast magic. I cast magic. Secret free items that belong to me. Purchase a bike. Too late. Your friend's already been backstabbed. Ha ha. Nope. I don't care if you fly around and lose your shit. I'm still the victor. Bolster shield! Pop! Oh, someone can skedaddle away. You're a real original amongst Soulsborne enemies for attacking and then being 100 miles away. Dragon Slayer Ornstein called. And wants his annoying ass fucking gimmick back. Of course, I'd take him over Smo any day. My God. Pop. Neither of my weapons one-shot innately with a two-handed backstab. Of course, these guys are real stony. Okay, monstrosity ahead. Visions of familiar face. I don't believe it. Try ranged battle. Okay. Pardon me just a moment. I'm going to stand right here. Oh, there's like one of them crystal snails. Crystal snail X. I actually meant to shoot the frenzied optic blast, but I'll take that. So you remember this thing? Remember we were underground with the ants? And we came across one of these guys in a big ruins area. So it's basically the same mob. So we're going to pop out. We're going to frenzy optic blast. Boosh. I'm going to hit the railing because hit detection and such is horse shit. Okay, now we're going to run out here, charge the big frenzied optic blast. Pop. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know if our lightning spears will reach him. The only boy who could ever reach me was the son of Zeus-chan. Yeah, it didn't work. Fun. Okay. Behold! Optic blast! Oh no, I locked on and everything. Don't tell Scott Summers. He's already a smug dick. You could tell Mark Summers. He's a little bit more chill. Although he might hit me in the face with a pie and then tell me how Twix bars get made. Yes, sir. Now, you'll notice he's way over there. So it turns out that's actually a separate little cave dungeon on the other side of the mountain that we entered to get to this one. And if we had approached from that side, we could have, you know, been closer to him. But he shouldn't respawn, is the important thing. The important thing is that he's dead and I killed him. First off, look carefully. All the more likely here. I like the way you phrased that. Ooh. I jump around from time to time. This is technically a pole arm, which makes me technically a dragoon. Oh no, you snuck up on me and surprised me, Snail-chan. No, Snail Domo, Yamate. Yamate! I missed. It's always embarrassing. There we go. Glintstone scrap. Well, thanks. No. No, I won't reward you. You've earned none of that good shit today, sir. I want to read this message, but I also want to not fall to my death. Liar head. Okay, and up here, good items for me. Arsenal charm. A charm to surpass metal charm. So what do you do, arsenal charm? Oh, cool. It's like a Havel's ring. We're already properly balanced, though. Our humors and such. I don't know if I need to wear any girthier armor. I don't know if I need to be thick. Instead of Thaco in my pen and paper series, your armor class is represented by Thicko. The highest rank you can get in it is just called Sindal. Almost forgot this free shit that's mine. Oh, I haven't been up here yet. That's why I haven't looted this place. I mean, procured supplies that belong to me. You did it, buddy. You almost had me. The true hero. Your magic can be defeated by a wooden pillar. I love it. Pumpkinhead. It reminds me we need to start putting our good shit down here that we're going to be using more frequently, including the boys. The lads. That's one of the main differences between this playthrough and Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, when the boys show up as a bunch of skeletons that bust out of the ground, it's always terrible. But in this game, you're always glad to see them. It's like Desperation and the Regulators. The same characters, but under different circumstances. I've never actually read those, by the way. I just know the gimmick of them. I think they somehow tie into that PS2 game, Tak and the Power of Juju. If the Wikipedia synopsis is to be believed. I can't stop killing Snail, son. The Snail Slayer, some have called me. Strong foe ahead. I'm a bit of strong foe myself, if you believe it. That would have been a perfect secret passage, I'm just saying. Necessary item. Alright, the boss, we can look through the door, is two of them crystal boys. So here's the plan. They respect blunt force trauma. Now remember, we'd obliterated those ones outside the magic school, but our katana was blessed back then. So I don't know if that still holds up these days. So let's have a blunt weapon. I don't like to fight bosses unless I got a fat, blunt weapon. I don't even know if Beavis and Butthead would giggle at that joke. Even they have enough self-respect. Do I just want that one-handed mace that I can no longer find in my inventory? This one. Or do I want the big one? If I equip the big one, the Fred Sanford killer, yeah, it works. Alright, against these guys, we'll want one of these. And we'll want one of these. And actually, yeah, the boys will serve good, distracting them. So we will summon the boys. Don't make me summon the skelly boys. Alright, here you are. We'll put Blessed Boon on you for fun. I'm real curious what Dragon Ass does to crystal guys like this. Are we going to have to combine the Dragon Ass tier with the rimmed crystal tier? Sorry. I've made too many E621 jokes, and even my brain won't accept them anymore. Dragon Tail! Boom! Boom! I've noticed I've got like a Steve Harvey chakra ring sticking through my head. It's just come to my attention. This crowd gets slatted around by the Dragon Tail boys. Yeah, who needed this big fucking club? And I had Dragontail beside me the whole time. Ah, my faithful Dragontail. You were at my side the whole time. That's technically a Soulsborne reference, so you can't get mad. I'm like, not a scratch on me. And then you look. Oh, it's already gone. I was going to say, you look behind me and I've got one of them chakra rings erupting out of me. So that bell bearing will let us... Well, this is like an item you should be able to pick up. Oh, hidden path, is it? Oh, no, liar head. Me and that ghost got fooled. It'll let us buy infinite smithing stones 3 and 4. Because our giant friend we met earlier only has but so many. So good for us, I guess. That counts as something. I'd rather have the next regular bell bearing, but like I said, if I'm remembering correctly when I checked the interactive map, that one is up in the snow area, I think. What a conundrum, sorry. I was drinking more of my responsible beverage. Glowy jellyfish, huh? Interesting. I feel like you're here just to draw people to this cave. Huh. The woods? I was already a bit unnerved by the strange sounds I was hearing in the woods, but now that it's nighttime, and there are jellyfish ghosts, it might be even slightly a mite bit creepier, if you can believe it. I ought to clear these ruins at night. Tell you what. Pop. Okay, I see a bunch of y'all standing around. Probably dying to get your ass kicked with magic dragon fire breath. Don't say I didn't do you any favors. At least you're just getting the fire. Of all the corrosive vapors that could come out of this dragon, getting hit by its fire breath is actually not that bad once you learn about the alternatives. Excuse me, I need to be rehydrated ever so slightly. Great justice. Don't forget we have this fucking bow. No, my God. I thought that tree was another monster coming up behind me, and this is it. It was the end of our shaky cam found footage horror video. Have they made a first-person mod for this game yet? So you can film your shaky cam. Well, we found another secret dungeon. Or just free item, what say you? No enemy ahead. Well, hell yeah. No trap ahead either. Why would they lie? Name 5 times a player messages lied in a Souls game. You can't do it. Wrath of Gold. That's Scrooge McDuck's final limit break. I probably can't use it. It's probably a high faith spell, but I want to look at it. Just let me look at it, Dad. 32. So if I had 27 faith and bolstered, I could cast it. Well, you never know. We could respec Faith Boys someday. You're like, no, Uncle Tenfey. Once somebody has tasted that sweet blood loss in Elden Ring, once they've got the arcane in the decks, there's no coming back. Alright, is there anything else? Okay, we can clear that. Remove all markers. Now you and I can battle to the death. I did kind of skip out on Volcano Manor in that last episode due to my petulance and anger and inebriation. Nah, I want to go back to the capital and actually go in there correctly. Now, I approached from up here. I don't remember doing that in my personal pan playthrough. I feel like I came from the ground level, but I don't think they just let you in through the door, do they? Let's start from the church and work our way around. Wolfman will stare at us at the loading screen to let us know what's up. To let us know what's shaking. I like to start my adventuring in the morning. I like to start my adventuring when it's not raining. I guess I don't get anything I want, do I? You can't always get what you want. Okay, the rain went away. Once I had accepted my fate. I guess I'll grab some centipedes. I'm sure they're used to make something I care about. Let's horse up and move out. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, that's not even an entrance. That's just where there's a wall. There are some antics and such down there, because we've already been down here, because that's where we got the second tier of buying Smith & Stone's Bell Baron. It's a very long name. Somebody think of a cool abbreviation for that thing. Alright, see, there's an entrance. Yeah. Is that what I'm thinking of? Those wolves just ignored me. Or no, is that the way we came from? Am I just going backwards? Probably. Probably. Now that I can open my map again. Yeah. So that's not an entrance, it's that. I don't know why I care about taking the same route. It's just odd. That big gargoyle statue is probably going to come down here and fuck with me some more, isn't it? Just in case. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just lower my guard and spread my ass cheeks. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, there's a bunch of you crowd hanging out right here. He made a bad off noise when I ran by. I feel so bad for him. Okay, you crowd ain't hurting nobody. That giant's posted over there. No, maybe that really was the only entrance. I must be partially remembering. The most dangerous type of remembering. Either forget something outright or remember it. To only vaguely recall something is worse than death. The sound has stopped working in my headset, and it makes me very angry because now I have to get up and fiddle with cords, even though it's Bluetooth. So give me just a moment, kids. Yeah, it's something about this Bluetooth transceiver I use. It every now and then, like maybe like once a week, it just stops transmitting, and I have to get up and switch the mode on it, and then immediately switch it back, and then it just starts working again. I think I had the problem during my Breath of the Wild TMVA. I have one of my unnecessarily what's the word I'm looking for? Descriptive memories of me standing in a shrine in Breath of the Wild and not being able to get the sound to come out my headphones, and like turning them on and off and letting y'all hear the little robot voice going, Bluetooth connected. But I didn't know about this one simple trick that malfunctioning Bluetooth transceivers hate, which is to switch the mode on it on and off. Yeah, this must have been the way I came in there. See, the thing that's throwing me off, let's take a proper... Yeah, I'm not going to deal with these damn giants again. I do remember being mad at them last time. In the vague haze. Talk about vaguely remembering something. That last episode, I haven't even edited it yet. I can only imagine how much I'm going to... Maybe it's not that bad when you all watch it. But it'll only be because I've cut so much bitching and moaning and whining out of it. I'll just upload it with no commentary. And the description be like, you're welcome. I don't want to just explore the capital city in the rain. Damn it. He doesn't want to meander. He wants to plot progress. Okay. So you can't go that way because of some shelves. It's like being in the Raccoon Police Department. And we came in here. Oof. Just for fun. Throw one of these. Pop. Get my rotten breath ready. Make my dragon ass breath rotten, Lord. Give me strength. But yeah, you run through here. I'm trying to see if there's any branching path. I completely missed this item. I really was just running forward angrily, trying to get to the next boss fight. I feel like I approached this area from this direction. I must be imagining it. It's the only thing that makes sense. There's the Erd tree. We've almost made it, boys. Behold tree. Keep moving. This guy now. Time to get moving. He's that lady from Blastcore. You're just trying to impress me. Okay, so you walk in here. I've activated this side of grace. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, here's the thing. These little snowmen looking guys tooting on their horns that I kind of ambled past angrily last time. I don't remember seeing them until I had gone through like all of that and came from that. Because I came from behind that gargoyle. Yeah, I never approached from this angle. There's another entrance to this place that I've managed to forget. Oh, these Resident Evil doors never open from the other side. I'm going to hope one good charged R2 is enough to kill you, and it is. I don't know what these guys are supposed to be. Is it like a person in a outfit with gangly limbs? Are they just shaped like that? So those horns that they're constantly blowing corn through, they can like shoot holy bubbles. They can use their Haman to attack you with holy bubbles that home in on you. Homing holy bubbles. Batman. One lightning bolt knocked him flat on his, I don't know if you call it his ass. His derriere. Well, you're just spinning. And now you're dead. Wonder if Dragon Tail can humble fellas like this. How you doing? Too late. I've got poise, jackass. Get fucking smoked. The Dragoon combo. Slap them with Dragon Tail and then plunging attack, son. It's what makes me popular with all the Dragoon ladies. Okay, this fucking guy. Yeah, the very first time I encountered this obstacle, I was in that building approaching from behind, so I didn't come through this way. I guess that's what they mean by they want your Elden Ring playthroughs to be dynamic. I suppose that's the design philosophy they have at From, or Miyazaki specifically, with the way NPC quest lines and shit in these games are always real obtuse and easy to break. I guess they want everyone to play through the game and have like a slightly different experience. But they don't really understand the mind of avid video game players and how they all have borderline OCD and kind of always want to do everything. It's only after you've done everything that you're free to bitch about anything. You're a hard man to guard break. I got him right there at the end. Jesus. The perfumer, they call him. What did this man die doing? Smith, thinking about Smith and Stone. I like these guys that ride spinners. I like slaughtering them. Those are like an unsettling enemy. These little snowman horn guys. Do I even need to point out how terrible getting your character name that is? I did lucky sevens, the two of them. Oh God, he from Hell's Heart. If me and the enemies are capable of getting to Miyazaki's edge, that means me and the enemies are capable of stabbing from Hell's Heart. Time for Down. Is that the prequel to Up? I'll go down there in a minute, God. It's like your mom calling you down and you're like playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You can't pause Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, moms of the world. Know this. Oh God, Moss. That'll give me a chance to get back into Susie from Deltarune's good graces after I gave up on drinking the purple monster. He hopped away slightly, making him the victor. We got page trousers. I see. Neat. Let's see what they're all about. They're probably way up here. Prisoners. Okay, here we go. Trousers worn by pages to serve the nobility. Exquisite. Traveling wear tailored with exquisite precision to avoid any undue shame. Son. You'll never tear the ass out of these pants because you're immune to shame when you wear them. Hopefully Nyanners never has to put them on. Okay. Oh, shit. You ever almost walk off an elevator in a Souls game? To humorous effect. Now, that's the intended route. But now that I think about it, all the cool kids wanted me to jump off the roof. Like Kramer when he borrowed Jerry's mattress that time. And who am I to go against the cool kids? Well, though, even the cool kids admit it's real cool to throw a rainbow stone and make sure it doesn't blow up. Yep. Little gargoyles, don't bother me. Son, if Lexington jumps out, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of the imposing gargoyles. We had us some pitched combat, me and that little feller. Okay, you look like the kind of guys that sit around wait for me to show up so you can do things to me that I don't care for. I'm going to be proactive and poison you to death beforehand. Proactin to Nactin. He hit him. When the poison cloud hits, it hits hard. That guy might become unpoisoned by the time it wears off, so let's give him a little bit of assistance. He's a little bit harder. Oh, he's an actual soldier. He's just not, he's not some hollow noble with no meat on his bones. You can watch him die through the walls. These little fellers, I bet. Lightning spears. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet they don't enjoy them. Oh no. Such an edge. I almost rolled off a building due to Miyazaki's edge. Let's see if the optic blast does better at one shot. Nope. Error 606. Oh. Looks like a big dragon that's, I assume, petrified. Okay, I'm targeting some enemies below me. Trebek, play your game. Ah, he fell down in the street. What a loser. You ain't even gonna come close to matching Mark Rutsu's time. You'll never clutch the grenade launcher. I was gonna say, you want to see these people from above, so you can start taking care of them. These pompous-ass knights hate it when you're up on the rooftop, son. That's why they all despise Santa Claus. They're also all bad boys so they don't get presents know-how. I really should charge these things. I'm wearing a talisman that makes my charge spells better. So I need to stop being lazy and not charging. I've invested in charging. I'm a hard charger. The sworn enemy of sports racers. What is A. Frank up to these days? I can't stop poisoning the ceiling. Trying to see if there's anything I need to notice before I drop down, other than this man slowly dying like he deserves. Figured I'd do him a mercy. He just stood up. He's like, the sky, 'tis falling. At least one good frenzied burst. Should get him to where the poison will kill him. It'll bring all his boys in, because here comes the poison. Alright. You got to plan your route across the rooftops. As much as we like to pretend to be dragoons, we're not cool enough to jump from roof to roof like certain rat ladies. So we've got to plan our... Unfortunately, we have human legs. I knew that was going to hit the damn roof before I even shot it. You know you're a Soulsborne veteran when you can preemptively get mad before you've even finished your attack animation, because you know you fucked up. Here, we're going to lightly garnish this one with a non-charge spell. Okay. I guess this counts as a dungeon, a legacy dungeon type area, which means we're probably not going to get flasks back. So we do need to ration out our magic as we're trying to kill everything. Alright, so this is where we jump down to. And I angrily ran through there. There's a, that was actually progression, but I need to defeat an enemy way up there first, of course. Once again, I blame being confused because I entered the city from a different entrance. I think I can make that jump. Huh? Who's down here? Hasn't been killed by me. And is missing just a little bit of HP. And hid. Apparently. Got him. Oh, it was that one gargoyle. And here's his best friend, the knight. Not quite Miyazaki's Edge, but he was getting there. Good effort. I love, and by that I mean I despise, but it's so blatant how they made enemies act when you're like on a ledge above them in these games, because they knew you would be up there cheesing them with ranged attacks. So they just have them move somewhat sporadically all about. The hokey pokey could be done so easily by this crowd. That's what it's all about. Oh, how I wish I could just finish you off and be done with it. Thank you. I got everything I wished for and more. Alright, do I want whatever that item is? Is it worth getting off the roof and losing the high ground? Actually, I think we can get right back up here somewhat easily. Maybe. Ah, fuck it. Oh. Smith and Stone 6. So these doors have all been sealed with like fix of flat foam. So we can't really go through there. Oh no, we're down in the seedy underbelly of the capital city. Where nobody asks questions. Other than, where would you like to be stabbed today, sir? At least they're polite about it. See, we would have to be fighting all these people in honorable combat. This poor man got it rough. Tell you what, let's get you a little bit more honor. How does that sound? Put some coins over your eyes. Pull your drawers out of your ass crack. There you go. He died. Much more dignified, my man. Son, and now the ancient ritual of combat that I've been taught via the online PvP. Epic.
Thank you.
Okay. Now that we've honored these nuts. Am I trapped in this little region? No, I can jump over this railing. To freedom. I thought for sure it was a bottomless pit. I'm listening for the sounds of ill intentions being directed at me. Ah. Yes, indeed. From Hell's Heart! It might have been a waste of mana, but it was so satisfying. Oh boy, the helmet that goes with this set. Maybe I should try it on. Maybe I won't look like a huge jackass. Disclaimer, I'll look like a huge jackass. Okay. I was trying to figure out what we're doing here, boys. Y'all got to make the first move. It's not justifiable self-defense if you don't come running at me with a knife. Fulgur Bloom. Is that named after the Killer Instinct character? What happened to you, Bloodstained man? Came in here with your pompous ass hairdo. Somebody threw a bottle of Pert Plus conditioner at him. Because he had invested so much of his personality in his frizzy hair, it just killed him. I think there's a tree sentinel wandering around down here that we might have ignored last time. Aw, there ain't no such thing as tree sentinels that you ignored. Try left and then shortcut ahead. I'll do it. I like this little plaza here. You could sit and eat your lunch. I see a lift. I step on said lift. As far as Soulsborne lifts go, that one's not really that impressive. We're in the even lower town. The Underlow, I think they call it. We might need to stop at the Underlows and get some screws and hammers. It's a good hardware store joke. Replace it with the Under Home Depot if you don't have a Lowe's, although it doesn't. The joke doesn't quite work then. Ah, the Under Menards. The Black Bow. Does Ferris know that we have our Black Bow? Whoa, Black Blow Ferris, bam lamb. Next time I play Dark Souls 1 and I'm in the forest fighting Ferris, or at least that lady that has Ferris's bow that we just call Ferris. I have to remember to sing that. These guys are like skeletons, so I'm not really too intimidated by them. That's why I'm not engaging in rooftop combat with them. That guy just looks sad. Oh, you're one of the naggity men that is like real hardy. I can't believe I felt bad for you. Don't I have throwing? Yeah, here we go. Save BMP. Throw a fire pot. This has been a public service announcement. You can hit more than one enemy with a thrown fire pot. Son, my fire pot VSAs keep paying off. I'm almost glad I got that DUI and it's a court order that I have to do these consumables save MP VSAs. I'm like, hi kids. I'm famous YouTuber Tenfey. And when I want to save MP in a video game, I throw consumables. Also, don't drink and drive unless you can get away with it. Were you living in a tree? You're like a skeleton. That's not a good environment for you. It's like having a Great Dane in a fucking 8th floor apartment. I'm walking by and I'm like, isn't that sad? That skeleton living up in that tree. That's just neglect at that point. That's abuse. I bet they got him from one of them skeleton breeder farms, son. Full of inbreeding and genetic defects. That skeleton's going to grow up to have hip dysplasia. It's tragic. There's more of you down here than I would have thought. I think we can stand to burn some MP if we can kill a bunch of these fuckers at once. It's a good thing. It's good to be the Dragon Boy. Oh yeah, don't forget our weapons have bleed build up, so we could also just kill them with our weapons. Who knew? Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, I mean, that might be a little bit easier. That's my second MP saving PSA I put out. Like, if you have an upgraded bleed katana, just use that. Remember, winners don't spec int. Plunging with a sword. Ooh. 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 I'm hearing more construction noises, quote unquote, coming from outside the walls of the apartment. To get back to the inherent creepypasta-esque nature of this place. Wow, there was one enemy hiding around the corner to ambush me in a Soulsborne game. How original. Oh, we got his, like, conquistador-looking helmet. I see. We'll stick with this one for now. That style of helmet always makes me think of Dark Souls 2. God, Dark Souls 2. Never thought I'd miss that. I somehow think it was less aggravating than Elden Ring. Maybe. Maybe I'm just remembering it, quote-unquote, too fondly. You're like, man, anyone who's not hating Dark Souls 2 enough has just got rose-tinted glasses on. You crowd seem real aggravating to deal with. Okay, okay, okay. Miyazaki, you're doing it. This is good. This is good. I'm back to being bitching and moaning mad Tenfey. Bitching and moaning mad Tenfey. Comes with everything seen here. Actual competent at the gameplay Tenfey, sold separately. Spoilers, it never came out. Cut to 30 years later. A YouTube video being like, remember these commercials? Remember how excited we were for good at the game Tenfey? Well, what happened? It could be an episode of What Happened with Matt McMuscles. I would say Wang would cover it, but it doesn't involve feces. So he wouldn't have anything to say about it. Will we ever find you a Valentine in the real world? Only time will tell. It'd be a perfect place to have ended the episode if I still gave a shit about episode length. Okay, we're here inside this place. Sneaking around a little bit. Isn't there a site of grace near here? Am I imagining it? Nope, there it is. Let's touch grace. Although I kind of don't want to rest because all the enemies we've killed will come back. So if we end up back in that part of the capital, it's more satisfying to full clear one of these places without resting, but you do have to ration out your stuff. Of course, if I equipped the Deathbird hatchet over here, I could be sucking MP out of enemies as I kill them. We haven't done that, I don't believe, since the Little Fingers fortress that we went through 100 fucking years ago. Back when the playthrough was good. Disclaimer, the playthrough was never good. First off, ranged battle. I see. Okay, we're back out here. I get real Bloodborne Promenade feeling from this area. You know, the area in the first part of Bloodborne, I can't even remember the name, Yarnum, where there's that path that leads to the cleric beast, and there's a couple of werewolves, and you can kind of sneak around them. I get that same vibe from this stretch of road. Also, Boletaria Palace, right before the Penetrator boss fight. So maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe that was their thing. You get poisoned, and you get poisoned. Yeah, we can just keep shooting them with arrows as they walk down. There's some of these pots earlier that we were bragging about. Trying to not use any mana so that we actually gain some from the axe on our hip. The axe on my hip thirst for his mana. Alright, we've used up all of these. What's another one we can make? We could just poison the shit out of everyone with shit jars. Has this ever happened to you? And cut to you throwing fire pots and the enemy's only taking a little bit of damage and getting in melee range and hitting you. And you're like, there's got to be a better way. Introducing shit pots. Humiliate your foes as they die a rancid, feces-infested death with the power of feces. You may have gotten me, but I poisoned you, making me the victor. It's the most genuine wind blow moment I've ever had. We're going to have to use some mana if we really want to take care of this guy appropriately, and we do. I'm waiting for that lightning to wear off. Of course, it's not going to if I let him keep bolstering himself. Backstabs. Where are my backstabs? Ooh, ooh. We actually take a sip of the orange. So rare these days. Okay, fine. Bolster shield, block, counter. Block, counter. Block, counter, crit. It took a little bit of MP, but we did it. By Jove. And we forgot to have the hatchet in our offense, so we didn't get any MP back. Good for us. That knight stole everything from us, so there's no fucking reason not to sip. And not to sip. At this point. We've already fucked up. Alright. Okay. Yes, sir. Lightning-proof dried liver. It's one of those things you see at the deli that, like, you're like, whoever orders this? It's next to the hog head souse and the pig's feet. You're like, who the fuck is getting this shit? You know, it's like your old grandma from the old country. She's like, back then, you were lucky to get lightning-proof dried liver. You chew on it for 2 days. Only thing that kept your spirit up. The only thing to ward off the Baba Yaga. That's in case you didn't have any magic comb you could throw behind you that became a forest. Or a magic mirror you could throw behind you that became a lake while the Baba Yaga is chasing you. Now, why am I... Okay, I know where I'm remembering that from. I'm having a Tenfey moment to myself. Let me take a sip of drink before I educate y'all. There was a book of spooky... It was like a children's book, so it was pictures with just little sentences under them. Of spooky stories. And I want to say it was called In a Dark, Dark Room. And the opening titular story was like, it built up suspense about this dark, dark room in a dark, dark house. And it kept going, kind of like if you want to give a mouse a cookie. And it gets all the way to the dark, dark room, and there's like a box in the room. And then when you open it, there's like a ghost inside of it or something. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for season 1 of In a Dark, Dark Room. There was a story about a kid that kept seeing people with bigger and bigger teeth grinning at him as he walked down the street until he became afeared and ran away. But one of the stories was a girl going through the woods, probably to see her grandma, because it's the #1 reason kids had to go through the woods back in the old country. And she has some food. She has like some kind of meat patty or something. And she encounters like a dog and a cat along the way who I think can talk. And she's like, oh, you're so hungry. Here, let me share my good shit with you. And they like give her gifts. And one of them gives her like a hairbrush, and one of them gives her a mirror. And they're like, use these if you get in trouble. Anyway, she runs into the Baba fucking Yaga, that hateful bitch, who's like going to get a hold of her. The Baba Yaga is like some kind of Slavic witch, by the way, if you don't understand the reference. But as the witch is chasing her through the woods, she throws like the brush down, and it grows into like a giant forest or just a bunch of trees that slows the Baba Yaga down. And then when she does the same thing with the mirror, it becomes like a lake. The girl is basically a god from like Populous or Sim City. Miyazaki's Edge can't save you when you're critted. Piece of shit. Where I'm sending you, not even Miyazaki can save you. The main problem with wanting to have that hatchet on my offhand to get mana back is that I can't have my shield equipped unless I remember in time to quickly switch it. Now we can shoot poison arrows without using the weapon art, I realize. So that's what we should be doing. Also, throwing knives. Oh, oh. We've gotten a lot of use out of these things this playthrough, I want to say. We beat Godric to graft it with them, if you remember. Oh. They're like the enhanced handgun ammunition in Resident Evil 3. If you fully spec into it, you can do pretty good. I need to do my handgun hero Resident Evil 3 playthrough for y'all. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. Hey, you look like the kind of fella could have a fucking shit jar thrown at him. You got a real shit jar face. Now, if we don't want to get poisoned ourselves, we've got to space out our shit jar throwing. But I've got, like, green balls in my inventory that cure poison, so I really don't give a shit. Ooh, that's green ball, poison jar strats. Green ball shit jar. Officially the worst SpongeBob SquarePants knockoff character. Do you do anything other than get killed by me? Because if not, I'm fine with that. Can I get a boot cut? I'll pay for it. And there go my nipples again. Surprisingly, these aren't Homestar Runner quotes. Oh, this is like the sewers. Also, there's one of them big fucking hands I don't want to deal with. Those things hate fire the most, just like Jason. So let's equip flame arrows. Yep. He's mad. Maybe we should, if we don't ever have to go down there, we don't have to deal with the consequences of making that giant fucking hand monster mad at us. I would like to poison him, though. Luckily, you don't move forward when you shoot your bow and arrow like you do when you're throwing lightning bolts. Which means... He tried to hit me with magic. Now, if he hits you with that spell, it paralyzes you, and then he very, like, flamboyantly comes forward and grabs a hold of you like Kazuma stealing a girl's panties with his steal ability. But I wonder if he can do that when he's way down there in that pit. Oh yeah, this is a shortcut ladder. Boom. Try ranged battle. I'm fucking 9 steps ahead of you, boys. But yeah, that thing's fucking terrible. Shit pots, please. He didn't notice. The worst part about poisoning yourself to throw a shit pot at an enemy is to have them just no-sell it, son. Okay. See, the only thing I need to be ranged battling, because I'm going to jump to this roof. Ooh. Oh, you can climb ladders. You're like a person. I didn't realize. I'm so used to you Soulsborne enemies just being mindless husks of hate. Your poison wore off already. Trying to get the over the rim poison shit jar. Okay, enough of that. Pop. Should we just go down there and fight that fucking thing? Neck bones. Boiled prawns. Blessings boon. Let's do this shit. I ain't scared of you. My shield is bolstered. My faith is strong. Actually, it's not. I respect Arcane. Don't tell George Mike. Pop, pop. Oh no, his residual hate from Hell's Heart. He burned the earth. We got some kind of awful Omen Smirk Mask. It's a good online name. Hideously Twisted Horn. Omen Killers. Bears the smirking face of an elder. Oh no. He's like, back in my day, we walked to school and we liked it. If you didn't get your ass grabbed on the way to school, your whole day was shot. Make this area a little bit more festive with some glow stick stones. Okay, here's the site of grace I'm remembering. Oh, it's one of them hand monsters. I was like, what am I seeing over here? And why is it filling me with such irrational hatred? I thought I could get the hatchet out fast. Oh, I did! I beat the system. Miyazaki's hate it. Once again, I don't want to rest at the site of grace yet. Although, am I in leveling range? Have I finally reached the point? No, I still need like 4,000 fucking runes. Here we go. Speaking of girthy armor. There's that. Also a dress. If you want to be a slightly lighter and slightly more variable. Okay. Alright. What time is it? Night. I've wandered around the city until nighttime. Okay, so here's where we killed that hand. I see some rats. Oh god, the sewers is its own fucking thing. I don't know if I want to deal with that right now. I will fight some rats, though. Honorably, might I add. I forgot I have my flame arrows equipped, but it's not dishonorable to shoot some rats with a flame arrow. At least they have a chance to fight back. At least you didn't just summon fucking Odin to obliterate them from orbit and then get to pretend to be the hero for the rest of the fucking game. Can I craft flaming arrows yet? I can. Yeah, let's make a bunch of these. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, that'll hold us for a little bit. Let's not use the good flame arrows. I feel like I should be using different emblems when I'm playing this way. I wish I had one that gave me back FP. Because this will give me HP with critical attacks. But getting FP back. This would make the bow cost less when we use it. Boys, we've got so many options all of a sudden. And of course, there's the Scar Seal. I'm not responsible enough to use that, though. We cast enough spells that we might as well keep that other thing on. Now, I've talked about not wanting to be in the sewers, but somehow I've ended up here. Like the Ninja Turtles, you just somehow always end up back in the sewers. Okay, I see you over there. I'm real fucking impressed. Everybody is. Can he hit me through the wall? He cannot. I'm genuinely surprised. I'm so used to Miyazaki's bullshit. Trying to see if I could just bow bully that guy to death. But he's not making it easy. Swords could prove quite useful. Hold on, let me get the lighting back on for our epic duel. Thought I could make a deeps racing, but it's just not meant to be, boys. It just isn't. All of this because I don't want to switch to my shield so I can get a nat fart of MP back when I kill him. It was worth it. I'm the hero. Gotta love me. Alright, unless I actually run out of flasks I don't think I need to be min-maxing so much that I need that axe on my hip at all times. Sneaking up on rats in the sewers. It's hard to do. You see Master Splinter standing back to you in the sewers. You ain't getting a drop on him, son. He knows you're there. He's just humoring you. Like he does at the end of the Ninja Turtles movies when he tells a funny. He's just watching his favorite episode of Tom Goes to the Mayor, which I shouldn't have the name. There's only one episode Master Splinter appreciates above all the others. I want to make the joke about him also playing what would obviously be his favorite Final Fantasy, but I made that in a previous episode, and far be it from Tenfey to repeat a joke, especially jokes about certain characters from Final Fantasy IX. It's just unheard of. One and done. Beware of dung behind. He knew. Vengeance! Yeah, you get it upvote. Boys, that was good shit. I need to make more of these glow stick stones. Can I do that? Do I have the materials? Oh, we need dew-kissed herba. You could grab 2 of those every time you shoot that bird on the cliff at the grinding spot. But it makes it take slightly longer is why I didn't do it. Oh, Lord. I thought I'd already got rid of the dung. Dragon tail for the boys? Sure, why not? They earned it. By being so petulant. Now that we're down here, we could genuinely benefit once again from flame. Oh yeah, we can make the good ones too that leave behind that's the giant flame. You could make these ones that leave behind a cloud of damage. Damaged cloud. I don't even have to make the joke. If you played Final Fantasy VII, you're like, yeah, I get it. It's technically a joke. I ain't laughing, Uncle Tenfey, but I get it. Trying to decide which side to put those on. It's very important. Where you place your consumables on your belt in a Souls game says a lot about you. Oh, you're another one of these fucking things that can't turn around. My favorite kind. You're one of those enemies I can bully to death, son. Nothing makes me more heroic. Beating to a pulp. This guy got it. Fan dagger. Another Erdsteel dagger. And a holy proof dried liver. I see. You got to bite into one of those when you're sitting in the back pew at Sunday school to resist learning a moral lesson. You're like, I don't care how many colors his coat had. I don't care how long he spent in the belly of the great fish. I don't care how many lions were sleeping in the den. And he just kind of hung out with them. That guy's there, but does he notice me? Let's hope not. For our sake. For the sake of bullying him to death. Let's hope not. Alright, sneaky boys. Get good kills. Good boys sleep with their paws above the bed covers. That's what Toriel taught me. Alright, there's a guy right there, and there's a guy right there. He may have noticed me, so I'm going to shoot away. You see nothing. Okay, I think he might have actually not noticed me somehow. He's really lacking on his senpai duties, not noticing me like that. Everything you do makes lightning come down, huh? Neat. Good sport indeed. Ignore the water bending sounds coming through the pipes. We might as well see what happened to these folks. We might learn from it. You came down here with a big sword and big ambitions and got humbled. Also, you're in your drawers? You might have wanted to spec more into pants and shirts before you got that big sword. Son. Don't sell all of your armor for a cool sword, or you might have to walk through town asshole naked. Unless you're a cute deer girl, then go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. It's your choice. I slapped the shit out of him with that dragon tail. Too late, idiot. I'm already the hero. I've already won. Has a knight ever been bullied so badly by me? And so justifiably. Might I add. That man didn't want me looking at bloodstains and came over to grab me. The moment he touched me, I would scream, assault. Son, we'd be in court 9 months, going through the litigation of it. Like, Mr. Soul, could you state your occupation? I'm a confessor. What does that entail? I run around and spread the word of Khajiit Jesus. Mm-hmm. And what were you doing in the Holy Capital that day? Killing a week's barrier. Did I mention I'm the hero? And the judge is like, I'll allow it. And then I just get up and walk out because I'm the fucking hero. Oh, I looped back around? Yeah, I did. It was nighttime, so everything looks different. We still haven't rested out of sight of grace, so none of those enemies have respawned yet. Okay, this is where we had that aggravating battle with those aggravating soldiers. So I have a vague recollection of where we are again. Have I activated all the good shortcuts yet? So that I might get on. You can run up that dragon, I think I'm remembering. Another one of my famous memories. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. So did this dragon like attack the city and then they threw a big spear of Longinus or whatever at it? Probably through its eye socket. You know, I've never actually watched the end of Evangelion movie. You might find that shocking, considering my weeb status. It's okay, I watched the Rebuild movies. You're like, I never thought the day would come that I had to unsubscribe from Tenfey, but he did it to himself. Congratulations, Uncle Tenfey, you played yourself. What are these materials that grow on you? Gravel stone. Well, I guess you can't climb him from this side. One of them one-way dragon corpses. Can I get to that ledge? No, I can't. An item. For me to have. Now, where the hell does this ladder go? This place is intricate. This royal capital is dangerous. Let's split up. Lord Godfrey's my old partner, you know. Now I'm just imagining Resident Evil 1, but with like Souls characters as the stars. You know Patches would be Wesker. Albert Patches. I heard somebody made a disheveled noise. Which means there's somebody around here I need to kill. I heard somebody whimper pathetically. Which means I need to bully them. Well, hey, you look like you're just full of treasure and good shit that I want to have. Oh no, I was fooled. I did get a Thunderbolt weapon art, so I have a lightning weapon art. Oh, excuse me, it's not my sigil. Dragon Tail! Pop! Pop! Well, I got 2 of them. Get the hell away from me from Hell's Heart! Lord have mercy, this crowd never calms down. Should have thrown one of these down to start with. Okay. So that puts us above the sewers yet again. Another potential sewer entrance. I thought we were doing a cool guy sequence break, but we're just right back here. Where it all began. Well, somewhat. Where it all began from a certain point. From a certain point of view. I think it might be time to start actually advancing the game again. We got the meandering phase over with. It's time for actual plot progression. You're like, man, this is why I hate these long-ass Tenfey videos, because they're 80% fluff and ambling about and only 10% plot progression. You're like, what's the other 10%? Bitching and moaning. I don't know if those numbers check out. You might want to take another gander, see if any ones needed to be carried over. Alright, we're back to the streets. I'm not worried because we've already killed so many enemies. Oh, hey. I didn't notice you there. Have you seen Bloodhound Knight? Floth, I think they call him. It's a good name. Let's bless that boy. Blessed be the boy. Alright, he's going to distract you. And I'm going to get a good fucking dose of dragon-ass breath all over you. Send the full charge. It's too late. I'm already the victor, idiot. Okay, anyway. Could you notice the Bloodhound Knight? I'm just saying. You haven't really been paying much attention to him. Oh, I'm out of fucking blue. I got my flask of physics, though. And that's how the pros do it. We've reached the point where I'm out of flash. We've reached that mythical point that I supposed about earlier. So I realized after my Gluttal error that he didn't get like a full proper boss meter. He was just like a normal enemy. Alright, we were here earlier. Remember? When we slaughtered them boys for great justice? I do. The good times, I believe we refer to them as now. Ah, God. What did he see? Oh. It's one of them Griever Blade Lions. Oh, but I ain't got no MP. No Griever done no Yamate. Yamate! Let me eat my shrimps first, please. Okay. We're going to have to fight him the old-fashioned way. Oh, and you brought a friend. Please let me get the hell away from you. Ooh. Oh, I did it. I think this is where you're supposed to stand to fight him. Oh God, his pathfinding is not happy with where we are and what we're doing. I'm only doing this because I have no MP, sir, so I can't properly cheese you. Alright, you're being very immature right now. Alright, good. He's poisoned. Now we can just kind of pepper him with arrows and hope some of them land. Or as I like to call it, the real entertaining part of the video. We could get a good solid plunging attack on him, but he would lose his shit so much that we would just get killed. Maybe. I realized it wouldn't be very entertaining if I just played it safe. Plus, we can get all up inside of him and bleed him. Although, that's fucking the easiest enemy in the game. Who knew? Don't tell Squall Lionheart, but his first Sona ain't shit. Boys. Oh yeah, there's you. The other part of that fight. Somehow we won. Heavy crossbow. Rocket launcher. Ooh, free bonus items for me. Oh god, somebody's bloodstain is right there. You had the Moonlight Greatsword. I guess it didn't do much to save him. Must not be all that Moonlight Great when you break it down. Well, there's only one way to go. Now this takes us right back into the sewers, does it not? Yeah. We need to figure out how to get down there where that big hand fell earlier. Is he still down there mad? Yeah, there he is. His poison wore off, but he's still mad. Well, it'd be a shame not to rebolster him. I knew that would stun him and also do shitload of damage and that he would hate it. So I started with the fire arrow. Oh no, his magic grab spell. Alright, he'll be dead before we reach him. Pretty sure that's a lethal fall for anyone that isn't a Gangle Hand monster. Yeah. I heard my rainbow stone explode. We could make it more well lit down there. Beautiful. Trying to see if there were any sneaky, cheeky ledges we could land on. But I didn't spy any. Oh yeah, this takes us right back to the shortcut. See, I'm learning the layout of this place in real time. I'm sure it's real entertaining for y'all. I did clear this area on my personal save. But like I said, I approached it from some different angle. So it feels like a completely different experience now. It feels like the first time. And I go so far as to say it feels like the very first time. Have we explored both directions? That takes us right back to where we were but a moment ago. Okay, there's also this way. I see y'all acting like you're real fucking subtle. I got fire arrows for this shit. Pop. Pop. Watching hand monsters drop, son. I don't even know if the throwing knife is necessary, but it's so satisfying that I can't not throw it. Poison bone darts. Oh yeah, I could make those. That's another way I could be poisoning people. Might as well craft a few more neck bones. Full neck bone stack could be useful. I like how those guys just drop. It's mid-tier somber stuff. Okay, we're down here where that big hand fell down. Johnny Cage got a hold of him. Let's see what happened to this poor asshole. The great sword, huh? Yep. That's about right. Lost Ashes of War. Why is it always fingers? I don't believe it. Yeah, somebody was probably like, oh, there's like a secret wall here. Got him good. Got him good. Okay. Now that we've been gotten good. Oh, look, it's daylight. The morning sun has vanquished the meandering night. It's a good description if I was a knight and not a confessor. I mean, I'm wearing full knight regalia. I'm back here again. Oh, I know where we need to go. It's where I fought the Griever Blade Lion earlier. If you recall, to the left of those stairs, there were some pompous-ass knights walking around. The promenade. Most arrogantly. That need a proper introduction to some humble pie. See how much more pleasant this is in the daylight? Who knew? Got so many of those rune items. I mean, they're handy when you're like find a merchant or something out in the world and you've died recently and lost your rune stain. Alright, what's the best way to get back to the promenade? Knights. If I'm recalling correctly, I believe it's from up here. And this way. See how satisfying it is to see our handiwork strewn about the streets? Yeah, they're up there. Hey, buddy boy. Ooh. 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 Okay, be ready for his fucking nonsense. I was going to say we could finally make our katana a permanent lightning katana with that Ash of War we got earlier. But I believe it gives it... Oh, dex scaling. I have dexterity. I would just lose the arcane scaling and some of the blood bleed up. I suppose I could live with that. Dodge man, huh? Little Mac here. Gonna get a star off of me. Gonna knock me down on a one count. I rolled into a wall. Damn it! The timing of that is slightly different than what you think it is. You need to like delay yourself ever so slightly. I know this isn't the most efficient way to fight this guy, but I'm having a good time. Other than when he cheats and uses his own offensive abilities against me. Like a coward. Hell yeah. Miyazaki's Edge, huh? What do you think about poison? Poison. Son, we used up a bunch of that FP we've been slowly recovering to get us some heal. See how it pays off? Let's make some of these. You can farm a shitload of that volcanic stone in that area we were running around in the last episode around here and make a bunch of these pots, and they're pretty damn good because they leave behind burning vapors that deal constant damage. I was about to say I see you sitting there, jackass. You ain't as clever as you believe yourself to be, buddy boy. I like these big claymore guys because they don't have a shield. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't get it equipped quick enough. Fuck. My min-maxing. Oh, the Urtry Circo. If we wanted to be slightly less knightly, we could downgrade to that. I actually kind of like that, but I love that flowing cape too much, son. I could never be a proper villain in the Impossibles or whatever. Because I just love capes too much. Here you go, jackass! See? It's a good thing. I didn't notice you. I legitimately didn't until you moved. You played yourself. I was coming at you T-Rex style. Now, the downside of these things is if they just tank through the pain, then it doesn't do as much because, you know, they're just not standing in it. You got to hope they waller in it. There you go. How long does a day-night cycle last in this game? I'm going to guess... I've been recording for a while, but I've warped around. Maybe like 20 minutes for the day and 20 minutes for the night. Does that sound right? Yeah, if you can throw it slightly ahead of them so that they run through it. If it runs right through them, like some Nachos Belgrande. Maximize the hatred. Son, with all that arcane we have, we're getting so many damn drops. It's so satisfying. Item ahead. Do you hear this wistful tune in the background? I just realized I haven't had any energy in a while. I have not been granted wings recently. He reached in his back pocket, but it weren't enough. Beautiful. That's one of them gargoyle things, isn't it? If there's no other enemies around and we can rush him down, we should be able to take him out before he causes us too much misery anyway. Beautiful. Could this be safety? He can't take the invisible wall. I don't blame him. It's very immersion shattering. Somberstone 5. Likely cramped area. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten any message upvotes this video. It would have been helpful while we've been running around. My patented Tenfey messages. Oh, I think we're hearing him play music. It's kind of like those bat things that sing Latin, or what sounds like Latin. You just kind of turn around and gave up. Even your mystical perfumes and vapors couldn't save you. Done. I can't craft them in combat. Somebody got buffed. Where are you going? I'm not even done kicking your ass. Kind of unnecessary use of a volcano pot, but satisfying. I still can't craft more. The combat persists. Oh. It's a Soulsborne enemy's natural instinct to want to hide around a corner to quote-unquote ambush you. So he was just going by his programming. Alright, and we've earned us a blessing spoon. Oh, we used all those up. Damn. Spawn fin. It uses FP though, so we don't want to use that one. Freezing pot. That's what the rimmed crystal is used for. Well, fuck it. Oh, they use the ritual pot, not the regular one, so I can't make as many of them. Now, we can make regular poison pots that don't, you know, kill us to throw, although they're less powerful. Alright, here's what we want to do. Let's get up on one of these ledges. Oh, target this jackass and start poisoning. Oh yeah, don't forget he's got that fucking crossbow that shoots some high-end ordnance, but it seems he's experiencing what we usually experience, and the slight angle he's shooting at is making his shots miss. I'm sure he's recording his own playthrough and bitching and moaning. It's the cycle. And we can get back on the roofs from here. Or at least a section of the roof. Doggos. Waiting to be slaughtered. I feel like there's a third doggo, though, on the grassy knoll. I ascribe to the 3 doggos theory, son. Snopes will tell you it's bullshit, but Snopes is also fucking garbage now, so it doesn't matter what they say. Oh, I thought there was a message there. There was a message here. It's gone now. Red branch, short bow. So he was enjoying the music. Oh, you're using the Sword of Night and Flame? I thought about respecking and using that sword for fun. Okay, we're here at the mansion where we thought it was safe. Yet. That one dagger seemed to just disappear into the aether. A commoner's handband altered. Neat. Three types of ordnance and he still had to die of the poison. 'Twas poison killed the beast. Praise the okay, this is starting to look familiar. Is this how I... Yeah, there's a fucking pompous-ass knight sitting there and everything. Just for fun, because we haven't done it in so long. Let's splurge on some dragon-ass breath. That man is dedicated. Buckingham Palace or whatever, the Tower of London, wherever the hell the beef eaters stand. They could learn something from that guy. He takes his job fucking serious, boys. Oh no. The auto lock. My greatest enemy. And that's how it's done. That crowd didn't even notice, or at least they pretended not to. Okay, so we're down here. Oop. Then there's this asshole. Alright, he's poisoned. Oop. Oop. I thought maybe his attack would go over my head because he was on a slight incline. Fool that I am. Alright, we're almost reaching the point where I need to just bite the bullet and set at the damn side of grace. We're getting a lot of value out of our current flasks and such. The min-maxing with the Deathbird hatchet does help you sustain yourself. Not quite as good as getting an Osmos scroll in Final Fantasy 2, but not the worst. Okay, so there's the main entrance to this fucking place. I say. I'd love to go in there and get some crit attacks and get HP from them. We haven't really been able to cast any spells for a while, so this would have been a perfect time to be using these other talismans. Even if it's just like the defensive ones or the get your stamina back faster ones. We're doing such a poor job at min-maxing. Let's see if we can sneak up on this perfumer. I noticed the... Okay, he only noticed me because the other guy noticed me. Whatever, I'm not owned. Good God, I forgot how much fucking burst damage they do with that crossbow. Fuck me. Alright, how far did you fucking follow me? That's just to make them fucking stop. God. Okay. Those things don't fuck around. I'd hate to get killed right now after we've accomplished so much on one quote-unquote life. We've almost done a 1 credit clear of the capital. Fuck. Can you not poison that other? Oh no, I think is no. He's the one that's taking the poison ticks. Okay, can I get just you to stop now? Nope, he noticed me. He must have heard the twing and the twang of my bow coming at him. Okay, thank God. we can finally fight just one of these fucking things. We do have to be careful, though, because he will very easily kill us. Oh, no, that's not my shield! Yeah, that's all it takes. Now, when I'm playing by myself and not recording, these are the moments that I get really mad at myself and I stop playing for a while. But I'm recording for y'all, so... Yeah, that could have played out differently. The critical moment that everything went completely to shit was when I thought I switched to my shield and hit L1. See, that's the problem with having this fucking thing on there. Because you don't know where in the cycle you are. Okay. Well, let's not give a shit about anything. Let's just try to get to wherever the hell our rune stain is. Oh, wait. There's a big enemy in a Souls game attacking 600 fucking times a second. See how the atmosphere of the playthrough has changed so much just from that one thing? Ah, chosen undead, or whatever you are, cursed blood boy, ninja man. All of our games are the same. All of our stories are the same. Will you fucking shut up and get away from me? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, I was just enjoying the rich narrative of the game. Okay, where is my fucking rune stain? Okay, it's down there in the streets. So I want to be above the streets so that I can fall down there and grab them. And then I can get back to being mad at the game. Okay, are we anywhere near the streets? They're over on this side of me. Are we streets ahead or streets behind? Is the question. Okay, here are the streets. Neat. Oh yeah, I can put this other talisman back on now and I'm allowed to cast spells again. I need to... If I'm going to go for a big full clear like that, I honestly should bring more blue flasks. Because with Blessing's Boon, I can just get HP back via my FP. Who knew that healing miracles worked in such a way? Even just trying to go full neck bones on this guy is not enough. I refuse to do anything but hold forward in R1. Alright. Where were we? All the enemies are back, so who gives a fucking shit? Hey guys! It's me again. Remember me? The player character? Well, guess what? I'm allowed to do shit again. Isn't that fun? 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 Don't care, don't care, don't care. I'm immediately back to my mindset from the last recording session. Just get me to the fucking credits and be done with it, because all the joy has been sucked out of the fucking playthrough. How are you, crowd, not tangible? I'll never understand it. Okay. Let's get bolstered. Let's get blessings booned. Perfumer gloves. Neat. I think this takes us back up to where we were when we started the damn capital. I think that's all we've accomplished. I just had to remember how to get up to that bedroom that's right by the Erdtree. Of course, I could just look for the big fucking Erdtree and make my way towards it. There's also that option, I guess. Alright, Perfumer on the stairs. They really are one of the most dangerous enemies in the game just because of that crossbow ability. God almighty. Yep, we're back up here with the Bubble Boys. You can get that trumpet thing that they're blowing as a weapon. I don't know how good it is, but I know it exists. Here, have some dragon rot, etc. You only got hit by one tick of it. That's good. So I was waiting for his bubble to come back. was waiting for him to burst my bubble. I don't remember at all how you get to the other side of that door. We've basically looped all the way back around. So where is the actual progression I seek then? Because this is just going to take me back to how I got into the capital to start with. It'd be like a movie where at the very beginning I'm running away from a bunch of enemies and knights and blade lions. I'm like, yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Well, it all started when I decided to pretend to be good at video games on the internet. I'm imagining the credits montage will be set to Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. Yeah, I've just kind of left the way I came. There should be another elevator near this one, though. Right? No, this is just the damn entrance. Okay, well, before I forget, let's use these damn runes to gain a level. What are we still leveling? Our endurance. And we might as well get it up to 35. It feels better that way. Wouldn't mind some more mind. It is a terrible thing to squander. Alright, yeah, we haven't gotten any of these that are all the way up at the top. Avenue balcony. Confusing. That's how I'm going to describe the layout of this place. Okay, yeah, this takes me back to here. Where's the fucking Erd tree? That way. I still don't think we've properly climbed up the dragon's back, have we? Let's make that our next priority. So, there's where the big spear comes down. Can you get on top of that? I don't know if we can from here. You can't get there from here. It's like I pulled into the local corner store here, and there's just an old man sitting behind the counter. He's like, what can I do you for? Like, yeah, I'm trying to get on the back of the big dragon corpse. He's like, oh, you can't get there from here, son. You're going to have to backtrack 2 or 3 hours and get onto I-78. I'm ignoring the enemies if you can't tell. I'm too mature. I've already killed all of you once. I don't feel like doing it again. Somebody make a mod for this game where the enemies stay permanently dead. I must just be misremembering as I always do. Because we've gotten on that side of him before. Alright, so down in here, you've got that lift, the not so impressive lift. Okay, here we go. This looks like progression. This looks like some asshole I need to kill. Oh, you're like a Crucible Knight. Well, fuck me. You look real pleasant, too. You're like an advanced Crucible Knight. I didn't think they could make those things fucking worse. But they found a way. Miyazaki always finds a way. Flask of physics, please. Okay, 2 hours later, I will eventually get to the point where I can fight him, aka cheese him with magic spells. Okay, good. He's fucking poisoned. That's all I wanted. Come at me with thine drill blast, or whatever the hell you want to call that. I'm going to smack you with Dragon Tail. I learned this shit from Crucible Knight. I didn't... If I'd have had like 2 more frames, I would have had the poise that fucking spell gives you that makes it one of my favorites. Too late, idiot! I've got poise! Look what happens when the player gets poise. Miyazaki's hate it. That's a move you can learn from Crucible Knights as well, by the way. Isn't this fun? Isn't this good? Would that I could suck Hidetaka Miyazaki's dick with his amazing game design choices. God almighty. On a long enough timeline, any Tenfey Soulsborne recording session approaches bitching and moaning infinitely. Okay. Did that. Okay, this might be the other damn elevator I keep thinking exists. The elevator inside my mind. We're going to step inside your cave, and we're going to find your spiller elevator. Yeah, here we go. This takes us back up here, where these fellers were. I like killing them just for a chance to get their horn. I assume it's a faith weapon. I'm sure George Michael knew how to blow some corn through some horn, so... Just poisoning him out of spite. I haven't actually made any progression. I just unlocked a shortcut, but it does feel good. Oh, there's a little area to my left right there I've completely forgot about till right this second. As I was running down here to have words with this man. No, it's just back down here. Yeah, I was going to say where one of these fucking perfumers is. So we have been down here. Okay. Good. Good and great, great and good. Do you ever stop just ignoring me so that I can kill you? That would be nice. Perfumer on the stairs. I don't fucking care. Disclaimer, I care immensely. We got the page hood to go with our page pants. Try pickle. Indeed. Alright, so that loops back around. Oh, man. I probably should have refamiliarized myself with this area before I started recording. What a fucking mess. Well, why not back to the rooftops where we started, where it all began. Oh yeah, you little shits are back. And can't be fucking hit because of the topography. Fuck you, Miyazaki. Fuck you. That's a lift, but I feel like it's one we already took, isn't it? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Although this is a neat, quote-unquote, sequence break way of getting to this lift, but... yeah. aggravating. I feel like if I hadn't died that first time, well, no, because I would eventually like run into that Crucible Knight and got my shit pushed in because I had no MP or flask or nothing. You can tell Miyazaki loves these fucking enemies because they get all kinds of stupid tricks, like infinite fucking poise, I say as I stagger him. But you'll notice whenever I'm going aboard one, he's just like, hoo-hoo, and does a cool guy pirouette away to be the hero in his own story. There's where those dogs were. Is there some obvious thing placed in the level environment that's supposed to draw your attention to the critical path? Is it that? Because I've been over there where those knights are 2 or 3 times, and spoilers, it didn't get me any fucking closer to the top of this place. Alright, this is where these pompous jackasses like to hang out. Then you run over here and there's that one gargoyle. Jump down here. More of these jackasses that can summon fucking lightning down on top of you. There's that damn building again. And they can continue to summon fucking lightning down on you infinitely. Now remember, when we run all the way down here, we just go through those doors that lead to the ashy area, which we're not allowed to advance through because we haven't beat the fucking boss up there, who apparently is has an unlisted fucking address. Because damn if I could find his fucking house. Okay. Alright, this is long enough. I'm going to end the episode. In between recording sessions, I'll look up the super obvious thing I was missing, and we can get on with our lives. I started this episode like so much more positively in my mind than the last recording session, and by the end of it, I'm just as angry. That's how you know it was an Elden Ring recording session, because no matter what state you start in, you just end disgusted and disappointed.